This is a tutorial on how to write a number in a scientific notation, and then how to use a proper metric prefix to present that number. So we're going to start with an easier example. The one that just has a base unit, it does not have any prefix attached to it. So let's say we're going to take an example, 0.00015, and then my unit will be gram. Gram is one of the base unit. Notice there's no prefix here, so that means it is the easier way to reflect that number. We're going to go ahead and start with writing this number in a scientific notation. So that means we're going to move this decimal place, move that decimal to where this number can be written in a proper scientific notation. So the number before the decimal will be a number between 1 and 9, followed by 5, and then we moved that decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So this number will become 1.5 times 10 to the negative 4th, and then we write the unit. Next step will be to see if 10 to the negative 4th conversion factor exists in my data table, and it does not. So the closest one that I can see is 10 to the negative 3rd. So when I make that switch, I go from 10 to the negative 4th to 10 to the negative 3rd, I made that exponent bigger. So that means this number becomes smaller. Okay? This is not allowed because this is not written in either proper or improper scientific notation. So this is not something that we can go ahead and do. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to erase that. And now we're going to go ahead and try the other way. If 10 to the negative 3rd did not work, I'm going to go ahead and try 10 to the negative 6th. So if I move this to 10 to the negative 6th, I make this smaller by 2 places. So I make this bigger by 2 places, which becomes 150 times 10 to the negative 6th. It's still a gram. Now I can see that the 10 to the negative 6th conversion factor is actually equivalent to a prefix that we called micro. So instead of writing 10 to the negative 6th, I will just write down micro, followed by my base unit of gram, and then the base number. So this number becomes 150 micrograms. So notice the difference, how different this how much better this number is looking right now. Thank you.